It's a best of 7 each time we kick off tonight. And there is a match clock as well. 30 seconds per shot. That dips down to 15 on a certain stage. And then it's all about the match clock itself. 20 minutes for every single match. And if no player gets to 4, we'll take the score at 0 on the watch. There is no hiding place. Result for every match. Win, draw or lose. Top the group and go through. Christophe with that patented break. It is his signature move. He's got an enormous break, and his pre-shot routine is eye-catching. It's unique, and already he's run into a little bit of trouble. That could not have gone any worse for him.
Yeah, he went in there with control rather than power. Originally, I thought the yellow might go and he would leave it straighter, the one he played, to get on it. But the fact he played in there straight away tells us that it didn't go, but didn't get the result, and he's given away a foul. So ball in hand, and actually that makes a big difference here for Ryan. Yes, every red goes, but ball in hand allows him to do what he wants to do on the first shot, which may well be the one below the 8 ball. It should be. Play the one below the 8 ball, get yourself up the table. It is key to leave a good angle to come down. The 8 ball, I think, might go both ways, so both bottom corner pockets, but you want to leave a good angle to do so. You like to get rid of the one on the left-hand side and then decide which one you want to come down on. If the 8 ball goes bottom left, I quite like the one nearest the top right-hand corner, because you can just kind of control the cue ball right the way down the right-hand side of the table. Yeah, and he can do that here. Okay, I'm surprised by this. So he's leaving the one in the middle of the table for last ball. So wants to leave a really good angle, make sure that the yellow below the red doesn't get in the way. If that yellow's nowhere near the way, then he won't necessarily be leaving a bad ball last, as long as he gets the angle on it right, so that he can just drift into the right area of the table. Yeah, see what he's working out. He wants to be about 3/4 ball on it. Being 3/4 ball, shouldn't go anywhere near the yellow, and should be going down right of the 8 ball here. Looking from this angle, to me it looks like he's a turn short of perfect. Yeah, just okay. He knew he was just going to the right of the 8 ball.
Yeah, he's played that really nicely, actually.
Any higher on that, he would have been getting closer and closer to that 8 ball. So it worked out very nicely from Ryan.
And the first frame of the night goes to the Maltese, Ryan Pisani, on the board in this year's Champions League.
Tough one that for Christophe. Plays the cannon, attacks his bad ball straight away and gets absolutely nothing for it.
Second frame, right beside the break. Leading 1 frame to none.
Christophe's going to get the chance here. Dry break for Pisani. Hit it solid enough. Plenty of power, plenty of balls flying into the top half. Nice even split, fortunately, for Ryan. That's a nice even split for Christophe Lambert. I think the red above the 8 ball, just to the right of it, so it won't pass the yellows to bottom right, so just need to be mindful getting onto that one. And the one right on the bottom cushion, I don't think that goes bottom right, only bottom left, so there is work in this finish, as it looks more open than it perhaps is here at the bottom. And it's gone wrong. Yeah. He was hopeful that he'd have the plant, but he hasn't. Can only assume he was trying to go down past the 2 yellows and have the one at the bottom of the table.
That is touching ball on the yellows for Ryan, which is, I mean, he's not got a really easy starter here on yellows, but what he can do essentially is just play a red, because he's already touching a yellow. He's noted to have already played that ball, so plenty of safety options for him if he wants it.
Yeah, on this occasion I don't think he'll play a red, because the 2 reds together are already tied up, so no need. He is, by the looks of things, going to play the 8 ball though.
I really like that, that's clever. It's a really clever shot, thinking outside the box a little.
He can go now if he wants to. All these yellows are on. Had a lot of options on that shot. Decides to drop it in for left centre. He's left a slightly awkward angle though. That 3/4 ball here. Cue ball should be going into the other yellow. Cannon not guaranteed to go well. What I don't like about this is it's left the yellow alone at the bottom. And okay, middle of the table gets you on that yellow, but then you're playing around with the reds to then get on the 8 ball, so it's not a great yellow at the bottom. Big error, that.
Yeah, and we talked about earlier, didn't we, at the start of the night, if they're going to have to, if they're going to be able to top Christophe Lambert this evening, world-class operator, got to be clinical, got to take your chances, and it's such a big chance when you get cue ball in hand and have the whole frame at your mercy. That's a clever shot. Wanted to block that yellow. It was essential he did.
I just think with Ryan's last visit to the table, he didn't have a clear idea of the pattern from the first shot onwards. It was unfolding rather than controlling it. Oh, right there, Stephen. That's a brilliant safety shot from Christophe. Although This yellow might still cut, so if it does, it's still a great chance for Ryan. It didn't. He didn't even play it. Christophe's going to get his reward. This is as good as he could hope for.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ryan could have been aggressive there. I think more aggressive players may have played the yellow into the left centre cushion first. That was very much on. It was a big risk, but tough snooker to find there. And the snooker is the only thing that was going to stop Christophe going at these.
He could have. I mean, it is a relatively big target. He'll be disappointed not to have got the snooker. Although, you see cue ball travelling a long way. Christophe makes these 3 balls and it's 1-1, and Ryan will be kicking himself because he's controlled this match so far. There'll be some relief, you feel, for Christophe right now, and you can almost see it written on
time.
Ryan's face. I've asked a few of the underdogs that, coming in, that are they feeling more confident because we've had quite a lot of underdogs come through and make their way through the groups. But the other side of that, and we never really asked the question, is, from Christophe's perspective, coming in as the favourite for the group,
Yeah.
A lot of favourites have been eliminated, and staring 2-0 down and over the half the match gone in the opener, he would have wouldn't have been a good spot for him.
Third frame, Christophe Lambert to break. 1 frame all.
Dear.
Call.
Wins a frame he didn't think he was going to, and then immediately kicked in off. Yeah, it's really harsh. It wasn't really tracking the top right-hand corner. It was going that direction a touch, but not really threatening, and then that little bump. So Ryan Pisani still, you feel, in front in this match in terms of has the chance here and the next break. This is his moment to put right the wrongs of the previous frame, and there's nothing stopping him in this layout.
Yeah, lovely finish available here for Ryan. Really good chance. I like that he's gone on this ball relatively early. It's the one that could have been a pain. He's going to turn it down though. We'll come back to it another point. Yeah, he's held this nicely.
He stops this dead. He's kind of on the natural. The next 2 shots. Yeah. Stop it dead as in couldn't stop it dead because it was a turn of angle, but just pull it back. So now he floats this in and leaves the angle where he drops it in, and the 8 ball's there. So.
Coming up to the 15-second shot clock zone as well. Our referee Richard Rhodes will be racking up. And even a man as speedy as Rich isn't going to get it done in 25 seconds, so the clock will stop at the 5-minute mark, and we're going to enter the 15-second shot clock zone. 5 minutes left. Christophe Lambert 2-1 down to Ryan Pisani, and that is a man who looks 2-1 down.
Yeah, the reaction said everything when he got kicked in off, didn't it? He knew how good the layout was immediately. Well, you get a very good sense of it pretty quick when you're a player out there and have to walk back to your chair.
Especially Christophe, who's been around the game as long as he has. You'll see it almost instantly.
15-second shot clock now in play. 4th frame. Ryan Pisani to break. Leading 2 frames to 1.
Oh, how on earth isn't that in and off? Oh wow, and a golden break. That is incredible. That is absolutely unbelievable.
I mean, the replay there didn't quite see the fact the cue ball was rejected. That is the most unbelievable golden break.
Oh my goodness me.
That is so close to a golden duck. And that on the back of Christophe being kicked off the previous frame. Oh, that's going to hurt the Frenchman.
I mean, we talk a lot about mentality and staying focused when things aren't going your way, and you just got to trust that the luck will return.
3 frames to 1.
It's the face of a man who, but I'm not sure, believes that the luck's with him at the moment. But he has to.
Oh, he meant that. He meant that break. Has to be. Oh my.
And you mentioned start of this match that he had that match against Shane Thompson where
Red ball's nominated.
you really had barely had a chance in the entire match, which tells me he was really struggling with his break. The break wasn't giving him a ball, and Shane was flying them in. And you know, you said, you know, Chris has been around the game long enough. He can write that off, and you know, I do agree. But then something like this starts to happen. You start to really doubt yourself. Having said that, Ryan Pisani has thrown one in there. He's not only missed the red, but opened up the 8 ball on yellows.
There was 2 poor shots there for Ryan. The first shot was terrible, putting a red in an awkward position, not getting on a red in open play. So having to go back to another plant, and then obviously to miss the plant as badly as that, has caused him all sorts. Making both us hurt Christophe here.
It really, even when it's going well for him, it goes against him a little bit. He's still on this thin to the middle. That'll go in. He's fighting every single bit here, isn't he? These don't particularly link up nicely at all. Back double, shots.
Wow.
And he's not really on much.
Go for another double now. Oh, it looks like he's eyeing up the cut. That was an amazing double.
Yeah, that was sensational. It is the double. Wow, 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 Christophe Lambert.
What a finish this is.
Absolutely brilliant. Double for the Frenchman. And that is back within 1. And despite that golden break that Ryan had, as I say, it's very easy for me to sit here, and I've not enjoyed the weekend that Christophe's had, and I'm not enjoying the match that he's having so far. But it didn't feel like he was out of it. 2 frames and, you know, best part of 5 minutes to find them is loads of time on a 15-second shot clock with how quickly Christophe can play.
He should have been out of it though. Ryan Pisani had the opportunity. Every ball went. Obviously, he had to come up with a delicate plant to start with, but it wasn't making the plant. It was where was the cue ball going, where was the ball you were playing going. That was the key. The plant was almost unmissable. If he gets that shot right, we're talking about him already have won this match. So big error from Ryan.
One thing you would say is that 8 ball goes close again, and now Ryan's dry. Hello, Christophe. One thing you would say, I don't think the 15-second shot clock is Ryan Pisani's biggest mate. He is quite a methodical player, not the quickest around, and I don't think he loves playing on this 15-second shot clock. Might be one of the ones who dislikes it the most as Christophe tries to fly into his problems.
It's come out perfectly. It's come out absolutely perfectly for him. Every ball now goes.
That's a really cute little shot. A little bit of angle to pop this out. Yeah, lovely, lovely.
He's going to leave time here for his own break. Just has to be careful on this one last shot, just to make sure he doesn't do anything silly and end up behind a yellow. Anything silly, he's okay.
What I love about Christophe is when the 15-second shot clock comes in, it's like he's playing on a 5. He just goes into full 6th gear, just absolutely flies at them. He's going to have loads of time. 1:47 for a break and run is loads and loads of time on a 15-second shot clock. Might you know time for an extension.
Yeah, absolutely. That was an amazing visit to the table. Once again, that was the first shot just did everything for Christophe Lambert. Opened the whole thing up, and then it was, for a player at Christophe's level, only the match situation, the match clock and the shot clock that could have stopped him. And, well, he gets the break in the decider. His break has not been his friend, but he needs he's thinking one time here. Give me a ball.
Christophe Lambert to break.
Crunched it again. Crunched it again. Oh, not again. Oh my.
Well, you can't believe it, can you?
Ryan's got another opportunity to win this match. Time for some composure with 90 seconds. He misses the pot and the cannon. Oh, Ryan's last 3 shots have been complete and utter disaster.
This is incredible. What a match this has been.
Okay, there's 2 yellows that need a touch of work, but it's not terrible at all. There's the first one. Is he on it? Does it go? No, it's not. Oh, that could have come out so much better. 1 minute left, 60 seconds. Ryan's going to have a swing at these. First shot goes wrong. He was trying to get onto the red to top right. Just got a little bit too deep into it.
40 seconds remain. Ryan Pisani is still digging.
Saw Christophe there ready to pounce as well. He thought if that misses, I've still got a chance.
All 3 results you feel like are still possible right now. Christophe's chances of winning, though, have just faded with that shot.
Ryan's are fading pretty quick here as well.
16 seconds for Christophe Lambert, even at his pace. Surely not. He will go pretty close. He is one of the quickest around when he flies. He wouldn't have needed much longer. Brilliant effort for Christophe Lambert. The 2 share a smile and a handshake, but also the spoils from match number 1. It finishes 3-3. They both take a draw into the rest of their evenings. Back after this.